Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where our trip to Florida continues. Today we're here at SeaWorld Orlando.
So the last time we visited this park was September 2023 and it was our first time going on Pipeline, the surf coaster, and we really enjoyed it.
We did, it looks awesome as well here from the entrance. Look at it there right behind us. And this time we're back, and this time I'm going to be riding another new roller coaster. They're always invested in new coasters and rides here at SeaWorld. And yeah, going to be riding on Penguin Trek for the first time today. Their new B&M family launch roller coaster. It's got a dark ride scene and it looks really good. The great thing is with this park, you can film on ride.
Yes!
Hey, so it's always good when you can film on ride using secure chest mounted GoPro and take you all along for the experience. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I've always liked the entrance to this park with the lighthouse, and now the fact you've got Pipeline just there behind it, it really enhances the feel of the entrance to the park. It really has got so many awesome coasters here. Obviously you've got Manta, the flying coaster, you can see just there too. Mako, Kraken, so many other fantastic rides, and a good selection of B&M coasters as well. Now it's a weekday in January 2025, so we're expecting it to be nice and quiet here today. The park hours are 10 AM through until 6 PM. I think there's only one ride scheduled to be closed for maintenance today, and that is Journey to Atlantis, the water coaster. Everything else should be open, so yes, you get plenty of rides in today. And the park's just open. We made our way through security and the turnstiles, and welcome to SeaWorld Orlando. Yeah, been quite a while since we were last here. Yeah, the last trip we did to Florida in February last year, we didn't come. So yeah, nice to come back. And of course, come and see a brand new ride. Yeah, gonna head straight down for Penguin Trek first. Really intrigued to see what this is like. Brand new B&M family launch coaster. So yeah, we're gonna head straight down there now. SeaWorld. I do like the music that they've got here. Yeah, crowd seem pretty light so far walking in here. And a fantastic view of Manta. The B&M flying coaster there, always looks beautiful, Manta. I've not actually seen a coaster going round yet, which is a little bit concerning. It has only just opened though, I guess, so people have got to make their way down the queue line. Here we go, right next door to Manta then, you've got this brand new coaster, Penguin Trek. And yeah, it's got the black supports there and the white track, and it looks really nice. Some bits of landscaping underneath, and the entrance is just around here on the right hand side. So yeah, last time we did visit the park, this area was kind of like only accessible from one side. The other side was closed off during the construction. So the entrance is round here to the right. Who remembers Empire of the Penguin, the dark ride, trackless dark ride they used to have? Yeah, it's utilising some of the building for that, for the queue line and the station area, and like the little pre-show scene that they've got on ride as well. So looking forward to it. Greetings from the bottom of the world. Welcome to SeaWorld's Antarctica. And yeah, this area did all open with Empire of the Penguin, that dark ride, which was really good. You know, I used to love the dark ride. And they've actually enhanced the area quite a bit now and added like, all the nice blue on the bottom. Looks really nice. It's open, which is a good sign. General queue 0 minutes advertised. Music's lovely, isn't it? And there's the sign, Penguin Trek, B&M family coaster, 2 launches. Let's go, enjoying the queue. I've always liked this area. Looks great. The coaster itself looks quite long actually too. Good soundtrack in here too, and lots of theming to see. Tell you what though, it's nice to see SeaWorld going a little bit more into the theme route again. The past few editions, not seen loads of theming around. So yeah, this is looking very good. I like it when there's things to see in the queue lines. Oh, look at the station. 2 train service, one just over here. Another one parked up down there. Oh, there's only one rider on there, must have been the first ride of the day. Yeah, it's looking good in here. See, I reckon this was where you used to get on the old dark ride, you know, obviously it was all ripped out and been changed. Weather advisory, heavy snowfall. It was last week back home. Trains look lovely.
easy work of that snowdrift. As you glide to a gentle stop, raise your lap.
And here we go then, down at the back of Penguin Trek for my first ever ride. I've got to say, the trains look great, and they're nice and comfy, the lap bar's just there. Lots of room. Oh, look at this. Snowmobile. Wow. Little drop coming up, falling ice. Whoa. Oh, I like that a lot. Wow, this is dramatic. I love it. Woo! God, that launch is quite snappy. Hey! Oh, nice S-bend. Woo! Hey, a little bit of floater air time. Beautifully smooth. Hey! Second launch. Woo! Oh, it's so graceful. Lots of really nice twisty drops. Woo! Head chopper. And one final turn to the left. And into the brakes. Oh, that was great. I'd say that was a lot better than I was expecting. A really good family thrill coaster. Nice view of Kraken and Mako there too. That was awesome. Even music on the brake run, love it. Oh wow, that really exceeded expectations. I'll talk more about the experience when I get outside and my full review. I just wanted to show you the cute little penguins that you see here at the exit. Here you got this big panoramic viewpoint looking at the beautiful penguins. Oh, and yeah, I think this is the point where on the old trackless dart ride you actually used to spin round and then you'd see this as like the finale and actually look out towards the real penguins. So yeah, it's nice how they've kept this. It's like the best themed exit to a coaster ever. Yeah, I think this is all used to be part of the queue line for the dart ride. Obviously this way you enter in to see the penguins now. Hey, I'm run with them here now. I don't think it's as cold in here as it was at home last week. It was like -6 back home. I don't know what temperature it is in here, but it feels warmer than the temperatures we've been having back home, I know that.
Yeah, the ones that got that pretty yellow, those are all sleeping.
I do love penguins. And then they've still got the underwater penguin viewing area just here too. Obviously you don't have to ride on Penguin Trek to come and see these. There is a separate entrance to come and see the animals too. I was expecting to see Charlotte in here because I think she came in for a look round, but maybe it's a bit cold for her in here, so she just had a quick look. Let's go and find her. Well, as soon as I had that ride, I went straight back round and had another go on Penguin Trek, and this time a front row, and I'll be sharing that as a separate 4K POV on the channel very soon, so stay tuned for that. I've got to say, this coaster exceeded all of my expectations. It is a brilliant family thrill coaster from B&M. This goes to show, doesn't it, that B&M can create some awesome family coasters, just like they can major thrill rides. But let's just start off with the trains. Really comfortable, nice design, and the lap bars are fantastic too. They're very open at the side, and yeah, just overall very comfortable trains. And then what SeaWorld have done with the theming, the pre-launch section in there, before you head outside, is absolutely excellent. Obviously the building existed before, you had the dart ride in there, they put all this new theming in, and the screens, they were really good quality, and I mean, look at it, just everyone's having a great time. It's a good fun all-round coaster, that is, and the theming of the inside was better than I was expecting. That little drop was fantastic, and all the ice and rock work was brilliant. The first launch was actually really quite snappy, especially down there at the back. It felt stronger down there at the back, and then the coaster itself built up with lots of different turns and S-bends and drops and overbanks. Obviously no inversions with this being a family coaster, but I thought that was great. The second launch had a really nice kick to it as well. Not as good as the first launch, but just like a booster, of course, to take you up into that overbank and then meander back to the brake run. It's a good long ride, it's comfortable, it's well themed, Out of the past few editions that they've put in, this has definitely been finished off to the best standard in terms of theming, and it's really good to see. I enjoyed that a lot. Penguin Trek here at SeaWorld. It opened last year in July, and yeah, first time going on it today. Really like that. Well, there we go, that's Penguin Trek. Really enjoyed getting on that today here. I've been intrigued to see how it was going to ride, and also I was interested to see if it had a B&M rattle, something that, you know, some of these newer B&M coasters have started to develop the past few years, and actually it did have a little bit of a rattle, mainly down at the back, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as like the final turn on Nemesis Reborn, Alton Towers, or Mandrill Mayhem at Chessington. It's got a bit of a rattle throughout the whole thing. It was really good. I thought that is a brilliant addition to this park. Fantastic ride. I do love coming to Orlando in January. Cooler temperatures, lower crowd levels, it's really nice. I like walking around these parks wearing my jeans and like a hoodie, it's perfect. Look over towards Icebreaker, like you look at that investment from a few years ago, really weak compared to Penguin Trek. Obviously with no theming or anything round, obviously with the new ride, yeah, they've done a great job of fitting it all in. Did a bit of a dance there? You had a good look at the penguins, didn't you?
Oh, they were so cute. You get so close to them. They was doing little jumps and all sorts. It was lovely. No, it was very cold.
It was. Well, I was saying that. It wasn't as cold as back home last week, was it?
It wasn't, because it was so cold. It was so nice seeing the penguins.
Right, going to head for what is my favourite ride here at the park now. It's the B&M Hypercoaster Mako. Absolutely excellent ride this is. It's exactly 200 foot tall. So it's only just a hyper. But what they got in with this layout is brilliant. It's right next to the water as well. You get some really good views, some fantastic airtime. So we'll go up here and have a look. You can always have a walk through the sharks actually,
yeah,
Charlotte.
I do like going to look at the sharks.
It's only a small thing, but what I really like with this is how they put like all the coral and theming actually up the supports for Mako on this big turnaround section. This is the final part of the ride where you kind of swoop down over the pathway through the shipwreck just here and actually round over the water just to the right hand side there too. I think it's a really nice coaster. Brilliant B&M Hyper. You just can't go wrong with a B&M Hyper, can you? And this was of course built before B&M started having the rattle going on. This opened in 2016, so yeah, it's 9 years old. 5-minute wait for this excellent coaster. It's going to take you all on. Obviously I don't need to pay for a locker today because Charlotte's not riding. Normally at SeaWorld you can't take your bags and things up into the station. They can get quite strict on it. Yeah, you have to pay for a locker. I'm not a huge fan of that system at all. But I've got my locker right here.
I will take your bag and that will save you $12.
There you go. I'll buy you something later on to make up for it. How about that?
I don't mind holding your bag, saves us money.
It does. Well, at the end of the day, no point buying a locker today when you don't need one. All right, let's go. Have a couple of laps on Mako. Well, yeah, it's a quiet day at SeaWorld. We only got Mako just running a one train service. Wow, not even on two, one train. And it's still a walk on. They're heading for the back. Best route on a hyper. Let's go. Nice and quick getting the train checked and we're off. Yeah, shame the screen's not working in the ceiling anymore. Hopefully they can get that sorted. Good views of Kraken off to the left. Flawless coaster. And a skip. I always like sitting in this left seat here because you get a really good view looking out over the park and the layout for Mako. So simple but so effective. I think what really makes the ride experience on here is the fact that you've got the lake just underneath it. What a view. See Epic Universe over there in the distance. Here we go. Woo! Wow. This coaster. Woo! Into the hammerhead turn. Hooray! Woo! Trim brake. Woo! Whoa! Woo! Oh! on this beauty. Woo! Little bunny hills. And over the lake now. Woo! Hey! An excellent ride from start to finish. Still one of the best coasters in Florida in my opinion. Love Mako. Can have another go, I think. Straight back round, why not? Let's go. Here on Mako's front row. Something that really enhances the ride experience here on Mako is the audio up the lift hill. I do love that. Hands in the air, 200-foot drop, here we go. Wow. Amazing ride. Oh, and back into the brake run. Mako, B&M Hyper Coaster. Spectacular from start to finish. Oh, well, you saw a back row and a front row POV there from Mako, and even went round for a third go as well, and thought may as well make the most of it whilst it's quiet. Even on one train, it had no queue other than for the front. There was a lot of threes in there, so I managed to join up with one of them as a single rider and get straight on the front without really waiting too. It's a brilliant ride, it really is, from start to finish. I love the views that you get from it, the location right next to the water, seeing Kraken off to the side as well, and the ride experience is just great. An awesome first drop, and then lots of floater and ejector airtime, some good turnaround sections on there as well, and like the little bunny hops. And then of course you've got the finale of the ride, which is over the water. I just love it. I think B&M Hypers are one of the best models of coaster out there. The nice clamshell restraints, the smooth, the comfortable, they're not too intense, they're just enjoyable and packed full of airtime. I just think they got a really good layout, especially for a 200-foot Hyper. A lot of the time these B&M Hypers are like 230, 250, but no, this is only 200, and they did really well with the layout on here. I do feel like though, even though it's a quiet day, could do with being on two trains. Just coming to see the stingrays just here now. There they are, and some big fish down the bottom. I'm not too sure what they are. Can you see on the oh, it's the leopard shark, is it? Here's me just calling him a fish. A leopard shark, or it's the brown banded bamboo shark. I'm not too sure. It's one of them, just down there at the bottom. And of course, right next door, you've got the shark encounter. We're getting some funny dance moves from Charlotte.
See the shark.
That's the thing here though, as much as you can't really go on any rides, I don't think, is there one ride you can go on? I don't know, maybe in Sesame Street, one of the flats or something you could do. But
I really don't mind, there's so much that I can do. I can look around the gift shops and I can have a nice, well-deserved rest.
And at Disney, there's loads of rides you can go on.
There's loads at Disney.
And see things like this. It's lovely in here. Nothing will compare though to the amazing aquariums at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. We was there 12 months ago actually, last January 2024.
That was amazing.
It was, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, absolutely incredible there. Never seen aquariums like it. These are nice and pretty, aren't they? Really colourful. I like the yellow ones, and then you got the black, blue and yellow ones just there too.
So we're looking for the Caribbean spiny lobster.
The what?
See, the Caribbean spiny lobster, that's what it said on the sign.
That's not him, is it?
Yeah, lobsters.
It's a nice exhibit in here though, like the building's really well thought out. I like this up here, simple things, like this is like a material, and they've got some fans at the side, just kind of gently blowing. You know, like the projections on the top of like the waves and fish, and it's just really well thought out in here. It's got quite a small little entrance off to the side, but actually it's quite big in here and there's lots to see. It's very well designed. It's still a lot better than a sea life centre.
Didn't find him.
Oh, he's gone.
Onto the walkway. Look at this one.
He's nice.
Hammerhead.
It's a really good idea, this, having the walkway.
Look at his teeth.
Look how quiet it is.
I'm just amazed because I keep seeing so many. There's another one.
Please step off and continue moving forward. Please step off and continue moving forward.
He's having a sleep.
Eyes around again.
Please step off.
Please step off and continue moving forward.
He's asleep.
Oh, I don't like him up there.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Please step off.
Look at him up there. Look at the teeth on that beast.
Please step
Oh, it's a nice view in the park. I don't think I've actually stood over here since Pipeline the surf coaster opened up. Yeah, right on the other side of the water there. Hear the B&M roar from here. Pipeline over in the distance. Great coaster. I'm looking forward to getting back on there. I do wish that they'd added a bit more theme in around these previous two coaster editions though. Both Pipeline and also Icebreaker that you can see over on the left hand side. Yeah, both of them, you know, really minimal when it comes to theming. Just kind of plonks them both in, and that's the thing with Penguin Trek, you know, it's nice how they added a bit more round. Yeah, I've always liked the location of this park, lovely. All around the water. Always liked this section of the park, all the buildings around here. And all the views looking out over the water over here too. Probably going to head round towards Manta now, the flying coaster. Allura's Treasure Trove gift shop. It's like a little fishing village walking around here, like a little market town, which is nice. I tell you what though, Pipeline does look the part from like all down these areas by the entrance to the park, which is very nice. The Seafire Grill, that's where we normally get something to eat here, but with the park showing at 6, we'll probably just get something light for lunch and then save our stomachs until after, because the food and drink at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens Park, it is some of the worst, isn't it? I mean, we have a bit of a moan about Aramark back home, but I think this is worse for the price.
The issue is it is so expensive and the quality is just so bad. Like, you've got to eat here.
Yeah.
The food is just not good.
I think we'll just have a couple of snacky bits, not
Yeah.
too much, and yeah, that'll put us on.
So expensive.
Yeah, it's extortionate.
You have to pay like a tax on top of everything.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Well, that isn't the normal tax. Yeah, it's a service charge.
It's
Yeah.
like a service charge on top of everything. I think it's like 10%.
Yeah, because obviously if you've never been to the States before, like with a lot of things, most things, obviously they don't add the tax on, and then you look at the price and then they add it on after when you pay. But here they've got an extra surcharge as well. It's like the SeaWorld surcharge that they do. And you got the dolphin nursery area down here. I do like dolphins. Aren't they cute? I know a lot of people like doing Discovery Cove next door. I mean, we're not really massive animal people ourselves, but
I'm not a big water person either.
No.
I couldn't swim with dolphins, I'd be terrified.
yeah, never done Discovery Cove. I know a lot of people that have though, and they've all said, yeah, it's a good experience if you do enjoy that sort of thing. Yeah, that's the first turn up there on Pipeline. I'm excited to give it another go actually. Pipeline, but yeah, I think we'll head round and get on the flying coaster Manta first. Eddie's Ice Cream Parlour. when you walk past a lot of like your local travel agents and things back home, you normally see a picture of Manta, and it's that iconic shot that we just showed you just there, with the coaster swooping down over the water like a manta ray. This has been operating here since 2009, features 4 inversions, and it's got a lovely entrance here. I think it's running on 2 trains. This normally gets the biggest queue. 25 minutes, yeah, that's all right, that. Yeah, I was expecting this to have a bit of a queue, because it's everyone's favourite here. A lot of people love it. It's a proper crowd pleaser, this one, isn't it?
It looks great off-ride, but the pretzel loop on here is just so intense, it makes me feel sick.
Not as bad as Tatsu's though.
Oh, it's bad. It's just the iconicness of going through the water. You get like the really good photo opportunities there, which is good.
It's great, and it's got a huge lift hill, this one. Like, you get some good views. 25 minutes, let's go. That's another one where the queue line's really nicely designed, with some great views of the coaster, all the rocks and fountains around. Lovely. And you've got the aquarium in the queue line too. Warning. This attraction rises in a unique position. Beautiful aquariums in here. Very nicely detailed, and all the floors lovely in here as well. It's like a mosaic. Wow, and this is the main part of the aquarium that you can see from the queue line. Beautifully designed, isn't it? Oh, he was going fast down there at the back. Not many queue lines out there where you get aquarium views like this. Stunning. It's not just the larger, more impressive aquarium that they've got. Some smaller ones around here too, which is nice. Very well designed queue line. This is moving very fast actually. I don't even think it's going to be 25 minutes. No, not too bad at all. I've only ended up waiting 15 minutes and I even managed to get on the front row. Whee! Yeah, there was a bit of a front row queue, but again, with it being a single rider, I managed to jump on with another 2 because there were all 3s that were waiting. Bye! They were nice, chatting with some people in the queue. We're going to get some good views going up the lift. It's strange riding these roller coasters in a hoodie, and I've got my coat on today as well. Yeah, it's cooler than it was yesterday. Of course, we're at Islands of Adventure, so make sure you check out that vlog if you haven't already seen it. Let's go, front row. It's high up here, isn't it? Nice thing when you're in the flying position as well. Whee! Straight in with a pretzel. It's intense. Woo! Good views of Penguin Track though. Fly round like a manta. Hey. Woo! Favourite part of the ride. Whee! I got a little bit wet at the waterfall then. And there we go, into the brake run. Oh, that was good. Quite chilly actually. Manta really is a great coaster, and as much as I'm not a huge fan of flying coasters at all, I do really like the fact that I got on the front row there. I just feel like it enhances a flying coaster experience when you're on the front, and as much as it is a lot more intense at the back, and if you really want an intense pretzel loop, then of course, yeah, get yourself down there on the back. But for me, being on the front and just having the open view is awesome. It's nice just not having people's feet right in front of you and just being able to see forwards and fully look around and enjoy the flying coaster experience. Of course, flying coasters are a fantastic concept. I just feel like Vekoma have really led the way with Fly at Phantasialand in how they do it, and not really waiting on the brake run for ages after in that awkward position. They spin you back round so you're seated nicely. That's always the thing for me. I just never fully enjoy a flying coaster. You just don't know how long you're going to be waiting uncomfortably on the brake run at the end. Normally this one's quite a bad offender for it, but the operations are actually really good on there today. 2 trains, 15 minutes for a front row, not complaining about that. Yeah, of all the operations I've seen here today, definitely the best on here. SeaWorld's operations can be a bit hit and miss, but no, that was really good. I enjoyed it. Also got to add that I love the queue line for Manta and the overall colour scheme of this ride. It just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Really nicely landscaped all the way around the ride. Now, we mentioned just about food not being the best here. Well, soon they are going to be opening a Chick-fil-A. Oh, we do love going to Chick-fil-A, and yeah, they're going to be opening one here very soon. Sadly, it's not quite open yet. It's still got the construction walls up, but yeah, for future visits, we'll be able to have a nice Chick-fil-A here, won't we?
Gutted, but we can have a Chick-fil-A at Busch Gardens, so it's all good.
We can, yeah. That one's been open for a few years down at Busch, but no, I'm glad they're putting one in here. It's like they even know, isn't it, that they've got some food problems there. Hey, back with our favourite birds here in Florida. The bin chickens. Oh, he's running off.
Look at his legs.
He's off for a ride on pipeline.
He's off.
You normally get a lot of these down at Animal Kingdom, so we'll see when we get to Disney.
He's off.
Next week.
That's where he's going.
See you later. No, he's off to Mako, I think, instead. Yeah, probably just going to grab a light snack. But you're going to get some, what, mac and cheese, are you, I think?
I'm going to get a mac and cheese and fries, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to get some fries. I normally get like waffle fries in here. That'll do. I'm not going to have any tenders. I normally go for the chicken tenders, and I always end up chucking them away. They're terrible.
The issue is with the chicken tenders, they are rock hard. You knock them against the tray, and they're just rock hard.
Yeah, like they look lovely. Like, look at them on the picture just there. You think, oh, look at that chicken sandwich, chicken tenders. I suppose you could have something else in there, but no, I'm just going to save myself for something better once the park closes. Right then, so we're in the Seafire Grill, and we've got a bit of a hack for you now, haven't we, if you come in here?
So a fries was $9.99. Bear in mind, you've got to put the tax and the surcharge on there. This meal is a kid's meal, so it's the mac and cheese with fries, and this was, what was it, $10.99?
$10.99,
and then
yeah.
I've just got to pay the surcharge and the tax, so it was $12.29. But I'm getting 2 items for the price. I'd nearly be paying for one.
Yeah, and not for like you, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, like that's fine.
size-wise.
I don't need a big meal, but nearly $10 for fries.
Just for
is
fries.
shocking.
That's the thing. Like, it makes Disney and Universal's
It
food
does,
look
yeah.
like really reasonable. Like, I think we can officially say the food is the worst at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, isn't it?
So expensive.
Yeah, their park food is terrible. I just went for the kids' chicken nuggets because it was $9.99 just for fries, which would be that size anyway, and then 4 chicken nuggets, and that was $10.99. $12 with the tax and their service charge that they put on, which is like $1. But there we go, not ideal, but it was fine that. I'd rather pay that.
The funny thing is though, take the chicken nuggets off, that would be probably the fry size that you'd actually get.
Yeah, literally, there we go. That's what I would have got. Remove them. That's what I would have got for $9.99 plus the surcharge. Yeah, it's crazy. I think we can officially award them like the worst food service here. Like, it's not even serviced with a smile either. Well, you know what? The fries were all right there. I'm glad I didn't pay $10 just for fries, but yeah, at least I got 4 chicken nuggets with them as well. That'll do me. Charlotte managed to bring in some Maryland cookies, but we got brought from home. So
2 Kit Kats as well.
yeah, you got 2 Kit Kats, have you? Oh, cheeky. But yeah, I'll have a few cookies and stuff to keep us going. This is a nice view, isn't it? Look at that reflection of pipeline in the water. So yeah, this was the new ride last time we were at this park. 2023 this opened now, and it's still actually the only B&M surf coaster. Yeah, there's none others that have been built yet. I don't think any others have been sold as far as I'm aware. But I hope they do, you know, because it is a good ride this. I just wish the layout was a little bit better from what I remember last time. But I'm looking forward to getting on it again. Stand-up coaster, like a new generation stand-up. I like all the painted gates over there. And it looks stunning, doesn't it, when you look up there at the huge overbank. And obviously it is launched as well, which is quite nice. There she is. You dance a bit like a crab going sideways there.
I just felt a bit of water.
Yeah, I don't know, it could be starting to rain. Yeah, it is. Starting to rain, there we go. So safe. So yeah, you got the little airtime hill on the launch, which is pretty cool as well. And yeah, it's nice how you walk underneath this coaster. I just don't think the layout, you know, does it justice. I'm really hoping we see another park buy one of these and do a longer layout. I'm sure we'll see that at some point. Yeah, it's refreshing, this weather, it's nice.
It's raining because it's on the water.
Ah, there you go, yeah, you see it, it's on the lake just there. You know, and the landscape is quite nice around here. I just wish that they had a bit more theming around, just to bring it all together. Has got a nice sign out the front though, for Pipeline the Surf Coaster. And again, it looks pretty quiet, which is good.
10 minutes.
Oh, I'll take that. 10 minutes. Yeah, I do like the sign just there. Right, let's go. I've just been waiting a few minutes so far and we'll be on the next train. Only one train in service on here, but I tell you what, they're getting it out pretty fast. That's the thing, there's been quite an evolution really from the old B&M stand-up coasters into these new generation surf coasters. A lot easier to check the harness and get the train dispatched out. Let's go. And we are off on Pipeline. So we're going to reach a top speed of 60 miles an hour on the launch, and yeah, it's nice how it's got the little airtime hill on the launch too. One inversion total on the ride. I think it'd be nice to see one of these built with maybe 3 or 4. There we go. Hey! Bouncy! Woo! Woo! Nice and floaty. Get some good force in your legs and feet. Way into a bit of a helix, helix, helix. First time doing that in 2025. Oh, and into the brakes. Oh, that was really good fun. It's a gorgeous track colour as well, isn't it? How nice does that look? All this landscaping's grown in a lot better than last time I rode it as well. Really good fun, I enjoyed that a lot. Lots of bouncing around, lots of fun. Now obviously with this coaster only being a couple of years old, I've not had loads of rides on it, but I've got to say that was a lot better than the rides I had on it back in 2023. I really don't know why, but it just felt a lot more enjoyable in terms of the bouncing on there. Before I didn't really feel it as much, whereas that time it was great. Maybe before, you know, I was on the other train, obviously it was running just 1 out of 2 trains today. Maybe all my other rides were on the other train and it makes a bit of a difference, I'm not too sure. Or maybe they've done a little bit of tweaking on there. At the end of the day, it is the prototype after all, the original surf coaster here at SeaWorld. And I really enjoyed that a lot more. I remember before not really rating it that highly, and that was actually really good, really fun and enjoyable. I still don't think the layout is spectacular. I'd love to see another one of them built at some point with multiple inversions, maybe even like a rolling launch somewhere else in the layout as well. Some tunnels and heavy theming around. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the theming around this, especially with it having that kind of beachside surfing theme. But overall, that was really enjoyable. It just felt like it was a lot more whippy and twisty than what I remember. Definitely riding a lot better than when I first went on it. Now, I really enjoyed that, and obviously the water effects down here are a nice element. It looks the part as well, this, doesn't it, with all the rocks. Normally, you'd be able to walk a little bit further underneath it, and that leads around the back of the stadium there and across to the orange roller coaster on the other side of the water called Icebreaker, where it's closed at the moment. I think they're setting up for something down there. It says the 7 Seas Food Festival, so yeah, maybe that starts soon. and that's why that pathway is closed. We'll have to walk down this way. Luckily it's only back down here, and they've got like a little wooden bridge that runs across the water, and we'll head down to Icebreaker. And also you've got a family area down the back there, which is Sesame Street. Yeah, very much enjoyed that, really good fun. Certainly looks the part as well with the track colour. I just can't believe how much money they've spent on new coasters all these years. Like, they've just done back-to-back coaster investments, haven't they? They are actually going to be opening a new dark ride though later this year, and yeah, it's going to be located in the former Wild Arctic building, which is also over on that side of the park. So we're going to have a look around there and see if there's any signage or any signs of anything happening for that new ride, and talk a bit more about it, because it's going to be quite a unique experience actually. I think it's about time though now that they invested in a dark ride here, especially since the removal of Empire of the Penguin. It's about time they had a new dark ride here. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what that is after multiple coaster investments that they've added, you know, over a number of years now. They've really built up their coaster lineup here, which is fantastic. It's like the coaster capital of Orlando, really. So much here to see now. Remember when I first came, you know, there wasn't that many big rides, and yeah, there's a lot now. Oh, so graceful, isn't it? It looks beautiful. Pipeline, the surf coaster. I tell you what, you feel this bridge move quite a lot when like pushchairs and stuff are coming over it. I do feel it proper wobbling just when we're going over the side. Right, we're going to head down towards Icebreaker now. And that opened in 2022, so yeah, back-to-back coaster years. Icebreaker 22. Then of course it was the surf coaster in 23, and then Penguin Trek in 24. 3 back-to-back coasters. Don't get that very often, do you, at theme parks? Spending big money. And there goes the SeaWorld Orlando Sky Tower, which you got right here in the middle. And you do get some awesome views from up there. I've not been on it for a long time because it used to be included in admission, but it's actually an upcharge attraction now. Not a huge fan of how they have the upcharge attractions at some of the SeaWorld parks and resorts. I mean, you see that, you know, all of them really have got their own upcharges. Busch Gardens, it's the same for the chairlift, the sky ride that they've got there. That's back open now. I mean, if it is open, or may pay to do that, because I've not done it for years. I don't think Charlotte's ever done it.
No,
so
it's always been closed whenever we've been gone. Like, I've looked at the website and it's scheduled to be going down for maintenance, but we're not too sure when. I've never done it.
Yeah, so if it is open tomorrow, we might just go and pay to do it, because, you know, it's a ride for you as well, isn't it?
I said I've never done it. All the years I've been going, it's never been open.
Yeah, lovely this pathway though. Nice quiet day today as expected. Nice light crowds. That's a great view though, isn't it? Like the little kind of fishing town, and then just behind it, the Blue Beauty. Still got Kraken coming up later as well, and obviously that was the original thrill ride here at this park. Kraken, I do like the colour scheme for that as well. Obviously they completely changed the colour scheme for Kraken. It used to have like cream supports and a turquoise track, and obviously now it's very green over there. And on the other side of the water here, you've got Icebreaker. Going to make that the next ride, of course, take you all on with a POV. I do love their filming policy here though. It's the same at Busch Gardens. As long as you've got a nice secure camera, and you're allowed to take it on. Fantastic. Just look the part over the water there, and that's the thing with the setting of this park. It's always really nice, and it's beautiful landscapes. Just wished it had a bit more theming, some of these more recent additions. Now Icebreaker is a Premier Ride Skyrocket, top speed of 52 miles per hour. Then you've got the Junior Scorpion Tail just here above us. Do you like how you walk underneath that? Let's get down here towards the ride. This is also on one train by the looks of it. Just take a little longer to load up normally this. So I might wait a little while. Hey! Off it goes. He was loving it. And the screams. Oh, sun's coming out now, it's nice. It's about 16 degrees Celsius. Might take my coat off now actually, it's quite nice. 45 minutes. Woo-hoo! That is a bit of a wait, that is. I tell you what, it is not worth 45 minutes either. Oh, I don't have to maybe have a little walk around Sesame Street first and then see if it does die off a little bit. Yeah, God, that's the issue though, isn't it? On a one train service, when something's a 45-minute queue, it would only be 20 minutes, wouldn't it? If it was on 2 trains. Yeah, that really needs to be on a second train. And you can give it a little miss for now, and then we'll have a walk around Sesame Street and come back. Oh, it's amazing how the temperature changes when the sun comes out. I was enjoying it being a little bit cooler actually. I'm sweating now.
Beautiful, beautiful sunshine.
Oh, we've not felt temperatures like this for a while, have we?
Look at these rays, beautiful.
It's nice. Yeah, it is quite nice now. When it was so cold at home last week, wasn't it?
It was freezing. I was there shivering, whereas now, look at this.
You experienced Wild Arctic, didn't you, before
Yes,
you've been
I
here?
believe I've only done it once, but from what I remember, it wasn't the best.
No, so it was like an old simulator attraction. Used to be located in here, and obviously this was the big sign here on the front. And yeah, this is going to be the location of the new ride for 2025, which is going to be a flying theatre attraction. There's going to be 2 of them built. Each one's going to seat 30 passengers. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be quite interesting because instead of it flying over different countries, you're going to be flying, you know, like through the Arctic. So it should be quite nice, like a little bit different than your normal kind of soaring style flying theatre. Obviously, all the construction walls are up over here at the moment. And yeah, there's no real details on when this is going to open, but they're the facts I could find online about it. At least they're putting 2 in from a capacity point of view, because it is going to only seat 30 per time per attraction on there. So I'm glad that they have got 2 of them. Looks like the bin chickens are going to get in the queue early for it.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them.
But yeah, I guess we'll see what that's going to be like. Right, let's head down into Sesame Street Land. Sesame Street. I do like this area of the park. Got some good theming around and a few little rides. You'd be able to go on them if you wanted to, Charlotte. Yeah, if you want to go on a ride, we can get you on there.
Wow, look at this. We're in the yellow flower pot, flying high above SeaWorld Orlando.
They got the squid hats on over there.
They are fantastic. I love the squid hats.
Yeah, some nice views looking out over the area. They've got like a rocking tug down there that's not actually a tugboat. Not too sure who it's themed around actually. Can't see the name from here, but yeah, it's like a big snake. I know a bit about Sesame Street, but not loads. Yeah, sometimes they run like a parade down here in Sesame Street, which is actually really nice. I don't know if it's on today or not, I've not seen any times or anything, but yeah, it's like a street party celebration. Oh, there you go, you can see some of the hardware for the new flying theatre ride behind the bushes just over there. There you go. Won't spin you too much.
There'll be no spinning whatsoever.
No spinning?
No
Yeah.
spinning. Maybe a small spin. Small.
That's it. Oh, it doesn't even spin anyway. Oh. There's his spinning. That is him. Oh, it's quite a nice little flat ride. Never been on it before. Slimy slider. There we go. That's what we got. Yeah, I've also got the junior coaster in this area. Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. And yeah, it is walk on. Let's go. I was in America. Boxcar Derby. Oh, it's closed. Oh. That's why we've got a pre-queue going on. Oh, there's some techies up there, are they? It's out of action. Oh. Maybe they're just going to test it and it might reopen. We'll see. Splash Pad. All closed up at the moment as well. And there's Cookie Monster's ride, the Cookie Drop, just over here. I like how he's actually on the back. Look at them restraints on that thing. I mean, I've never been on it, but look how bulky they are. They're like massive B&M restraints, aren't they? Look at them. It's like we're riding a B&M Invert or something with them restraints.
It's for sleigh. Make some noise when you see a sleigh.
Elmo's Choo Choo Train. Choo Choo. I do really like this area though, it's nice. I've always said I'd love to see it expanded with the Sesame Street dart ride that they've got at Portaventura. I think like an interactive trackless dart ride would be great in this area, it really would. And here's Big Bird.
And he was so bright because it was just Grover. And then he says, oh, I am so embarrassed.
Well, everyone, that is the end of our book. Give yourself a round of applause.
Hooray! That was so much fun.
It was.
Thanks for reading along with us.
Thank
It
you.
made me want to clap and flap.
Me too.
Clap, clap, clap. Flap, flap, flap.
Big Bird, since they all did such a great job, do you think you want to meet them and say hi?
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Me too. So friends, what we're going to do is we are going to find our adults and we are going to form a line right where the grass
Meet and greet with Big Bird.
concrete. And my friend, since you're already here,
What a lovely area. Obviously they've got the meet and greets areas and also Hooper's store, the big shop round there.
yeah. So we want to meet you.
Yeah, I feel like expanding on this would be a great move for them in the future. Little interactives around here too. Oh, he sprayed me. Oh yeah, the back of Big Bird. We actually just had a photo with Big Bird. There was like a very short queue. And it took a couple of minutes, so we thought, why not? The lady also told us that the parade is on today. It's only like 45 minutes. Yeah, we'll definitely watch that on Sesame Street. Just gonna have a ride on the carousel here now. Don't think I've ever been on this before. And here we go, on the carousel. And yeah, with this one, even adults need to actually have the seatbelt fastened. Yeah, I've definitely never been on this before. It's quite funny because the belt is obviously designed for kids, and it just goes round. Like, look at this. Should have sat on the seat like Charlotte here.
I'm so comfortable now, well.
It took like 10 minutes to load up, because obviously all the adults on here are like trying to get these belts fastened. Literally, it's got to be fastened, but there's something quite funny, because if I spin you round, you realise to just stand up next to your child on the ride. So really, why do you need a belt on if you can just stand up anyway? Bit of a funny rule, that one. Got some funky music on it. Charlotte. Nice Sesame Street sign behind you as well. That was the most uncomfortable ride I've ever had on a carousel. Look at all the bin chickens just there. They need a seatbelt if they go on. Yeah, that's obviously just the safety protocol. It just seems a bit OTT, doesn't it, for an adult on a carousel? Dockside Piece, I think this could be new actually down here. I don't recognise it.
I've never seen this before.
No, it looks new, doesn't it? At least since last time we came. Probably very expensive, but at least, you know, they are trying to bring in some new food options here. And just round the corner is the Parks Rapids ride, Infinity Falls. Let's go and have a look. Now, normally I'd be well up for doing a water ride in Florida. You're normally sweating, but I'm not too sure about doing Infinity Falls because this can be an absolute soaker on here. I don't really want to walk around with soggy jeans. It's all right when you got your shorts on because they dry off nice, but we'll go around and have a little look at it anyway. I've been on it many times over the years. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it today. Here it is, Infinity Falls. I tell you what though, I do love how all the trough is themed around on this. All down the side, you got all the rock work, you got all the palm trees and landscape in it. Seeing it makes me want to go on it, but yeah, I don't think it's a wise choice going on. I mean, it's a bit warmer this afternoon now than it was. It's about 16 degrees Celsius, but literally my shoes and everything are going to be soaked because it is a soaker, this ride. Normally you want a good soaker day in Florida, but I'm not too sure, Charlotte. What do you think?
I think it's one of them, when it gets cooler on an evening,
yeah,
you're going to be soaking wet. It's just not going to do any good.
No.
But if you do want to go on, you can have light rocks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose I could do. Oh, I know, I do love a good water ride normally, but no, I think I'm going to be sensible. I'm not going to ride it today. I've been on it plenty of times in the past. I think we'll save it until Charlotte can come on as well.
Oh no.
Adds to the fun. Of course, it's got this big finale drop here. Whee! Nice though. Let's look over at Infinity Falls. Of course, got many on-ride videos in the various SeaWorld vlogs here on the channel, so make sure you check them out. Who needs Costa Coffee where you can have Coaster Coffee? And we're back round here now in Sesame Street where it's time for the parade. Really happy that this is on today. It's great, this. Big Bird again. He's massive.
Every day is a lucky day.
Cookie Monster! Like you! I tell you what, Cookie Monster had the moves in that. He was probably going for it. Maybe he's been drinking too much milk.
What do you think about it? Come on, let's start with but I'll be back.
Well, you just seen some few minutes of highlights there from the parade. I think that's absolutely brilliant. It's one of my favourite pieces of entertainment in Orlando, actually.
Oh, that was lovely, that was. It was so feel good. The Cookie Monster had some of the best moves I've ever seen. It was proper going for it. That was really cute, that one.
It's nice. It's about 15 minutes in length. All the dancers, performers, the characters, Big Bird, massive, like coming down. I just think that's really good. Like, very enjoyable family show and just a good feel-good thing. Straight after that, I actually ran over to the junior coaster as this was just wrapping up. I managed to get straight over to the junior coaster. I had no queue, and I'm glad that I did because now it's probably got about half an hour wait. But yeah, I'll put in the on-ride POV for you now. So come and join me for a ride over there with Grover. And there we go. I think you only got one lap on here now. Back in the day, when it used to be the Shamu Express, you used to get a couple of laps, from what I remember. But we're off. Yeah, it's worth coming straight onto this there, whilst everyone was watching the parade. Right at the end. Here we go. Whee! Oh, it's a bit of a bone rattle on this now, it's a bit shaky. Woo! Wow, look at that profiling. Trains are nice and colourful though. And that's it. You enjoyed it, I think, in front. You enjoyed the ride, mate? Yeah, I think you enjoyed it. And it's been about an hour since we last walked past Icebreaker, and it's dropped down to 30 minutes. So yeah, I'll go for that. I reckon it's still on one train, but 30, much more acceptable queue time for this coaster. So yeah, let's go. Well, it is moving quite slow as expected with it being on one train. There's not really loads to see in this queue line either. We do get a bit of a view of the station here, and the coaster train should be dispatching right about now. So yeah, this did open with comfort collars, and they did remove them, which I am really pleased about. The comfort collars that came over your shoulder, and they were really not nice, so I'm glad they went away. See, obviously you move out onto this like little transfer that moves you across onto the main launch track. And then yeah, you've got the multi-launch, multi-pass. Let's go. In all the years I've been riding coasters, I don't think I've ever seen a major coaster on one train with 7 members of staff. Like, crazy. There's 2 people up there in the cabin. Loads of people. I don't know if they're doing staff training or not. I mean, it didn't look like it, but blimey, yeah, really should be on 2 trains with 7 members of staff. But still, I waited about 25 minutes. So yeah, not too bad at all. A little bit under the advertised time. So yeah, we start off with a backwards launch. Nice view. Look at that. And it's got quite a kick to it now. Here we go. Woo! Way! Oh, we're not going to make it. We're going to go back again. This is the best launch now. Woo! Hey! Woo! Hey! Oh! Good airtime there. There's some screams coming from behind. Woo! Hey! It's a whippy little machine, this. Hey! Woo! Yeah, it's got a bit of a whip to it, that. Got some nice airtime though there. That was good, yeah, it was about worth half an hour or so. I think it's worth it, that. I wouldn't really want to wait any longer. Like I said, I wish it was a bit more themed. Oh, Charlotte. I wish it was a bit more of an experience, but yeah, it was nice, that. Icebreaker. Oh, it was a really enjoyable ride. Some good forces. The launch is quite nice on there, quite snappy actually, and also as well plenty of airtime. You get that real pocket at the end of your final launch there, which is fantastic. No, a really enjoyable coaster. Like I say, I wish there was some theming around. I think some tunnels and rocks and things would have really enhanced the experience, especially because it's called Icebreaker. You want like ice and things around it really, but no, it's nice to get on there, and not too long of a wait. That was about my cut-off really for that one. I do think it's a bit ridiculous though, having 7 members of staff up there and only having 1 train service. I mean, I can understand if that train's off for a reason, for maintenance or something like that, but blimey, 7 staff on there. Right, gonna head over to the other side of the park then now, have a look at Journey to Atlantis. Like I say, it is advertised to be closed today, but we've got Kraken over there as well, so gonna give that a go. Love Kraken. It's a very pretty location for a park, isn't it, with the lake, and there's a look at the coaster skyline down there at the back with Mako and Kraken, of course. Yeah, gonna head over towards there. You have got the little flamingos here on the water as well. That's another upcharge attraction though that they have got at this park. Hey, look who we got over here. You can meet a penguin who's all wrapped up. Hey! That's brilliant. He's dancing about. What a fun little meet and greet. And just around the corner here now at Journey to Atlantis. Like I say, it is advertised to be closed for maintenance today, and yeah, it was advertised before we came here to the park. As a look at the building, Mack Ride's water coaster with a hidden surprise. It's got a nice twisted drop that you don't see around here at the front. It looks like you just kind of drop down once, then you got the lift hill there, but no, you got an absolute soak of a drop round the back. And actually one of the wettest parts of the ride, is just there on the left hand side. It's a very small drop behind them rocks, and honestly that can get you soaked if you're on the front. But yeah, no rides on here today. I may have done it if it was open though today, because you don't get too wet if you're sat a little bit further back. Oh, it's got a little bit busier this afternoon now. Kraken is actually advertised on 40 minutes. It's probably on one train again. But it's still a firm favourite, many people. 25 years on, opening year 2000 this did. B&M Flawless Coaster. Went through that period where they put VR on here for a while. Do you remember that? And yeah, luckily that got removed, else the queue probably would have been 140 minutes. Here we go, Kraken. Well, we definitely got a bit of overestimating going on here. It's nowhere near 40 minutes. The station's only there. The queue's just out here, unless literally everyone's paddled forwards in the station and it's completely full, bit of a free-for-all. We'll see, but still, I don't even think it'll be 40 minutes there. It's a great view here. Kraken. And the floor goes down. Here on Kraken. I didn't do too bad there. I waited 15 minutes. I'm on row 3. Looks like the Hull now with its green track, doesn't it? I do like the design on the train as well. Overall, I just enjoy a good flawless coaster. To be honest though, it doesn't make much of a difference it being flawless when you're not on the front row. I would have done the front, but it's on one train and the queue looked massive, and I couldn't really see any groups of 3 there either to hop on with. So I probably would have had to wait a long time. I reckon that would have been 45 minutes to an hour. I love Kraken, but you know, I wouldn't want to wait that. I want to get some re-rides in on Mako. Probably have another ride on Penguin Track and stuff as well. Just off camera really this afternoon. A few more re-rides in, and we're at the top of the lift now. Great view from the distance. You can see Walt Disney World, Epcot, and here we go. Woo! Oh! He's loving it. Woo! Oh, don't you love a good cobra roll? Woo! Hey. Of course, this ride's got a lot of similar elements to Dragon Khan at Portaventura. Whee! Woo! Oh, the B&M beauty. I do like that final corkscrew. It's the break. Oh, good views of Mako coming past there as well. Look at that. I think it's on 2 trains now as well. When we walked past, it looked like it was. That was great. I think he enjoyed it next to me. Enjoy the ride. I think he loved it. Well, the wait wasn't too bad there for Kraken. It's an excellent classic old school B&M coaster. It's still got that roar about it. It's got 7 inversions packed in there. And lots of your classic B&M inversions on that ride, like a large loop, the corkscrew that you've got on there, dive loop, the cobra roll. There's so many fantastic elements all mixed into that ride. Like I say, it does feel quite similar in a way to Dragon Khan at Portaventura. It's not quite as intense as Dragon Khan, but it's an excellent ride. Like I say, I do prefer it on the front row with it being a flawless, but on a 1 train series, I wasn't going to wait in all of that queue. But still, I did really enjoy getting on there. I like the kind of finale as well, as you kind of drop down into the tunnel, and that final corkscrew, it kind of takes you a bit of a surprise if you don't know it's coming up. But yeah, it's a great ride. Really enjoyed it. Also just had another 5-minute wait ride on Penguin Trek down on the back row. I think this is an excellent coaster. I just love the overall package. Out of the past 3 coasters that they've put in here, this is definitely my favourite. I just think it's a really good fun ride. It's been finished off beautifully. As you can see, we are coming towards the end of this action-packed vlog here from SeaWorld Orlando. Just going to get a few more re-rides in. It's 4:30 now, park closed at 6. So I'm just going to lap Mako a few times, have a bit of a stroll round, and I'll just get a few more atmospheric shots of the park before we head to the exit and wrap up the vlog. Oh, well, you can't complain at that. Back on 2 trains now, Mako, and also completely walk on, meaning that I had 5 rides in like less than half an hour. Fantastic. They've got a really good re-rider policy here that you can normally ride 3 times, filling empty seats before you have to walk around the queue again. So you can just seat swap in the station. Fantastic, that.
What's really funny is I was sat off ride, Sean was whizzing past and we was just waving at each other as he came past.
It was funny. I do love Mako. It is my favourite ride here at the park. One of my favourite coasters in the whole of Florida. I think it's an excellent ride, and of course it's still the tallest roller coaster in Orlando itself as well. Along with that, Penguin Trek was really good today. Enjoyed having a few rides on there. Really took me by surprise just how good that ride was, and overall nicely finished off. I think you'll enjoy that, Charlotte.
I look forward to getting on that very soon.
Yeah, it was really good fun. Along with that, Pipeline, I enjoyed that much more than last time I was here today. I thought Pipeline, the surf coaster, you can see it there behind us actually, was really good today. Along with that, nice getting on some of the other rides as well. Manta, that was running great. Nice to ride that one, it's a bit cooler. Of course, Kraken, nice classic coaster from B&M, 25 years old. Icebreaker as well. We saw the Sesame Street Parade, that was fun.
That was brilliant, that was. Like, there was proper grooving and dancing about, it was excellent.
Especially Cookie Monster.
I loved it.
And we just went for, you know, I did a few chill rides for the first time around there. I've missed not going on the water rides today, because normally I do, you know, do the water rides. I have missed going on them, but you know what? I'll be back at some point in the future, and I'll definitely give them a go. Obviously, if Journey to Atlantis was open, I'd have probably done it.
Just not on the front.
Yeah, it was a bit too chilly for Infinity Falls today, but we've done a few bits that we haven't done before, which has been nice. Taking it all in, lots of on-ride POVs, and I do hope that you've enjoyed it. We're going to be heading to another SeaWorld park tomorrow. We're going to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. Always love a trip down there, obviously owned by the SeaWorld company, and got the new ride to check out down there, Phoenix Rising, another family B&M, but this is a family B&M invert. Hopefully Falcon's Fury is going to be open for me tomorrow.
I can't believe that you're going to be getting it. It's been so long since I've gotten it because it's always closed, so hopefully it's open for you.
I've not been on it for years, like, so hopefully Falcon's Fury is open.
Really
I think
good.
it has been recently. Obviously there's a couple of coaster closures down there at the moment for maintenance and a few things going on, but we'll talk about that in the next vlog coming up here on the channel. But from SeaWorld, that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Goodbye.